Alright, so we are going to finish up this drawing. Now, to make the rest of that square that we started, connect this point of intersection with this one, stand up, and I'm going to draw a line.
Don't!
I'm going to have that a little bit thicker. And then I'll go ahead and add this line as well. And then I'm going to have to go to another set of intersecting construction lines. Alright, so now we're connecting this point of intersection with this point of intersection.
Alright guys, alright.
That didn't seem to draw, so we'll try it again. There we go. And here we go. So then I'll continue with connecting this point of intersection. So now I have all of my squares for my blue circle set. Now I need the squares for my orange circles. So I'm going to connect this point of intersection here, right here. I'm going to connect it with this one right here. There we go. And I'll do the same thing up here. It doesn't seem to be going all the way through, which is unfortunate, or doesn't seem to be lining up quite right. It's not. Okay, let's get that.
You don't say! Oh, do I go like this?
It's about as good as it's going to get. So constructing these lines here. Then I'm connecting these two right there, here and here. So connecting these here. And then my next step is to darken in lines that I know I have. Like this line from here to here, I know is going to be the last part of the square. From here to here, from here to here, from here to here. 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 Almost done with this one. There. Here to here. From here to here. And then so let's see, we have all 4 or all 8 squares defined. So now here is the trick that will make your drawing look a little bit better. So the big hint is this. If you look at the original, all of these lines go through the center, so you could connect the center with these points. But if you go ahead and do that, you're going to end up with a jumbled mess in the center. And it's not going to look very good. The better way to do it is this. Check this out. This line goes through the center and then connects with this point here in the square. So that means I am better off to connect this point here to its opposite over here. And you'll notice that the line goes through the center. And so I'll just do that for all of the squares. And if I've done my construction correctly, okay, I missed the intersection there, so I'll start over again. If I've done my construction correctly, all of the lines should go through the center. So far, so good.
Anybody who doesn't do it. To this point,
And then I have these points also.
Almost done, Jeremy. It's everything there.
And I have one more to go. So now I have created my drawing, and it's hard to read with all the construction lines, and here's where the erasing is really going to be helpful. So I'm going to select all my construction lines. I'm going to get rid of it. And so here is my octo star. Now another helpful hint. Another helpful hint for making your squares really pop out.
Oh, they have to be squares?
You'll notice that my squares have a heavier, darker line. Use a ruler, Jeremy, when you do your edging. Your squares have a heavier, darker line than the lines that are projecting from the center. That is what's really going to help your squares at the tips to look like they are really popping out. Now, there are a ton of really fun things you can do with this drawing. One popular derivation or use of this drawing is to put the octostar inside interlocking squares. Or you could obviously put it on the outside, just like our example earlier today. It looks like this. Oh, I think you can see it better here. There we go. See that this student has the octo squares projecting out past the interlocking squares. Or another thing that is fairly popular is this.
Remember when I brought to you?
I'm going to make this a little bit larger.
Ian, remember? Dude, you got a painter?
So I'll put this here,
During
and then I'll duplicate it. Make sure all those lines are grouped. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place it so it's overlapping, and then you can have it rotated. So this is another very popular way of doing this. So now you have two octo squares on top of each other that's rotated just a little bit, so that now instead of 8 squares popping out, you have 16. Now this can get a little bit hard to read. So another thing that has been popular in years past is to have one of the octo stars be slightly smaller than the original. And that way you can see it a lot better. Move it over a little bit for you. So, I hope you have fun with the octostar, and I wish you luck in your drawing.
Hannah, can I have your big eraser?